you're new to my channel, head down that way, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notifications when I'm live and post videos and so on and so forth. And don't forget to like. And I'm so sorry for the last 3 videos in a row being messed up because my internet is messed up. And I'm hoping that it is fixed now. I used the computer and everybody turned off all internet in the whole entire house. So hopefully the fixing of the internet from the computer side and all that kind of stuff fixed this whole entire thing. So now I'm going to try to turn the camera around and hopefully it doesn't freeze on me again. All right, so let's go up this way, go that way. Oh, this is going to be one of those nights. All right, I got to put the computer away real quick. I can't ever tell if frozen from the opposite side. Looks good still. Looks good. Still working. It's a miracle. Okay. So hello there. We're on part 3 of the dime quilt, and it seems to be working quite well now. Internet issues, internet issues. So I've been working on my dime quilt, and like I said 2 times before now, I sewed all of them together in a big, huge chain piecing and our web piecing piece last night, as you guys remember, and I said I'd come back today with it either sewn or sew it while I'm on. I figured I'd sew it offline because it took forever to sew together. There's 23 seams to nest within a half an inch of each other. So it was stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, and it took quite a bit of time. So I figured why not just do that off camera and then finish everything I have that I want to do with it on screen, which makes sense. So, hi Jim, hi Karen. So we're probably just gonna wait for other people to come on. You can see the project is already sitting right here. And I'm going to get up and come around and hold this up in front of the camera nicely. As you can tell, I am very well lit today. My daughter brought me another light stand. So not only do I have my daylight bulbs now, but I have daylight bulbs on that side of the room too to brighten things up in here. Hi, Judy. So let me bring this around and hold this up and in front of the camera. So look at all these tiny little dinky itty bitty pieces. I did my best to nest as many seams as I possibly can, if you could see. So they're nested as best as they can for being 1 inch. It's really, that's one thing that's really hard to do with these 1 inch pieces is have perfectly nested seams every single time. It's definitely a challenge. So I'm just rolling this in my fingers so that you guys can see. So they are very, very small. You can see what I was doing with the orange and the brown so that it staircases down. That was what I was talking about with this, was staircasing everything. That was my goal, and I accomplished my little goal. So I'm going to throw that down out of the way. We're going to, right now it is 14 inches by 22 inches. So it's 14 by 22 already, which is good. And I am going to border it twice or 3 times to make it bigger, just because I can. Oh, the lighting, it makes a huge difference. Yes, it does. Hi, Heather. That's really pretty. Hi, June. So yeah, what did I just say? 14 by 22 so far. So in lengthwise, because I think I want it to go this way, I'm not sure. You know, those are the things that you can't make up your mind on wall hangings, is which way do you want to hang it. I think however it comes out, it's still equal all ways around, because what I'm going to do, Judy, too tiny for me. I'll stick with the 10-inch squares. That works. Hi, Teresa. All right. Yes, you found me. And it should be hopefully working great this time. Hi, Jill. Hi, Colleen. So as I was saying a few minutes ago, you guys can tell with the lighting, not only is there daylight bulbs on this side of the room, but Maxine brought me over another light holder, but we were trying to swap them, but the other one has colored covers. So it has to stay on that side of the room because or else it dulls this side of the room. So it's a lot brighter in here now. It's like it's daylight in here, which is plenty good for recording video now. Third time's a charm. Yes, Nita, welcome. All right, so here it is for those that are just joining in. Again, it's 14 by 22. At this point right now, you can see the cascading of the brown and the orange, which is what I wanted. So it came out really good. And it's so small, so cute. Like I could stick my finger over each square and it hides it completely. That's how small they are. So I've decided I hooked all the leftovers of this green together, and it's 1 inch. And since I'm trying not to have a ton of strings to throw in my string bin, I hooked all these together, and I know that there's going to be a ton of seams, but I could care less about that because I really don't care. I'm going to put this around first. So I'm going to go with this around first because it's the same as my other one. And I don't want them to be completely the same, but I do want them to accent each other because they're going to be hanging on the wall. So I'm going to put the green first, and then I have this 2-inch leftover pieces of the orange and the brown. So I'm going to either go orange first because orange is my main color. Like I wanted that to shine the most. So I'm going to probably go around with orange right after this green and then with the brown, but maybe you guys can help me make that decision when I get to that. And I don't have very much of these. There's just 2 strips of the orange and 3 of the brown. So I can only go around with each once, which is fine. Thank you. Wow, this is what you just started. Yes, I just started this like two days ago. This is video 3, so it's 3 days worth. Jim says orange. Well, it's going to have both. I just don't know which one's going to be first. So we're going to start off by bringing this up here, and I'm just going to sew 2 sides and then a top and bottom. But I'm kind of going to also run this along this right here and make sure that none of these seams, because like I said, this is short pieces all hooked together. You can see there's tons of seams here. I'm going to make sure none of the seams land in the corner. If it does, I'll lift it up or pull it down if I have to. But I'm going to start by sewing 1 on each side, cut, and then 1 on each side. And I should plug the iron in beforehand. There we go. That way it's nice and ready to push those seams back. All right, so I'm going to start sewing this one on, trim it, sew the other side on, trim it, sew the top and bottom on. And I'm also going to pick this up right there so that I can see comments. And I shouldn't be blocking the camera with the iPad, hopefully. You should be able to see what I'm doing at least. So I'm just going to sew these on. I'm going to back stitch. I still have my stitch length at like a 1.8 purposely because it's such small pieces. There's so many seams coming together, you know, that the smaller the stitch length, the better it is for these tiny, tiny projects. And my little petal decided to run away again. So I'm just sewing it on. And when this whole thing is a little bit more on top of the table, I'm going to pick it up, fold it onto itself, creating a crease, because I don't need to measure exactly to size. It doesn't really matter on these tiny projects. All right, I'm going to turn it around. I ordered the metal seam guide, hoping it will help with my scant 1/4 inch. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I've never been good with the 1/4 inch. I've never been good with the scant 1/4 inch on their own. I have to have a guide. I don't care what anyone says. Sometimes it's like, because I see straight. We all see straight, but sometimes it doesn't make sense to follow these little tiny lines on the, you know, the presser plate, you know. It's like, yeah, so I definitely have to have myself a guide. So for those of you that have trouble with consistency on your seams, the guides are the better the better go-to way of fixing that problem or alleviating that problem. So it's fully on the table. I'm just going to fold this back, snip, snip, and these are such small ones that it's a pretty straight line, even if I didn't fold it back. All right, and now let's pick that up. We're going to press these back with my little presser mat thingamabobber. Hi, Katrina. Did I miss anyone? She's saying hi. Thank you guys all for being here. I'm sorry that lately I've been on later in the day, but T was on a little bit ago and I didn't come on. I've napped quite a bit today. I don't know. I'm hoping that the valley fever thing isn't back, because I've been tired like I was with that whole, like, valley fever's with me for life. So I already expected, you know, in the future to have problems, but not this soon in the future. So I've been tired, chest pain, and just a bunch of things that I haven't mentioned because I, you know, didn't think anything of it. I just think it's normal for having valley fever, but I am definitely hoping that it's not my nodule growing big again or something of that nature. So it's just got me super tired and chest pain, and just that I get worn out really easily like I did in the beginning. So throughout the daytime, I haven't been doing much, but Scott and I went for a walk earlier. Kind of helped a little bit to go for a walk and wake me up so that I wasn't so tired. My legs are a little tired, but the rest of me is fine. All right, those are pressed back. It presses back so easily now because it's pressed away from all seams, so it goes really nicely. All right, we're going to add 2 sides now. And again, I'm just going to check to see where, okay, that does not have a seam landing there, so that's a good thing. Back's it. And I'm just going to line it up, go on down. Come up just a little bit more, fold it, cut it. No seam at the end, which is good. So this is 1-inch borders that I'm adding right now, and then the next borders will be 2-inch. All right, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Perfectly all the way around. No seam landing in the end. I thought these pieces were 100% gonna stop on a seam. Fold it on top of itself. The fun part is going to have to be trying to get myself a binding for these, because these quilts, I've used up all the scraps, so I don't have anything binding wise. I'm gonna have to choose like a cream or a tan color or something to use to bind them with. All right, let's press these now. And then I'm gonna lay the orange and the green, or the orange and the brown next to it, and see what one should go first. Oh, that looks so good. So good. I like it. I'm glad I chose to use the rest of this green up on the borders. Jill wants to know if it matters if you add borders on the sides first or not. No, it doesn't matter. I typically go by the direction of the quilt. So if the quilt's direction is, say, 80 by 90, I do the 90 sides first, and then I put the top and bottom on, because it seals in those 2 side seams that are connected. But sometimes I've been known to go all the way around a whole quilt. I just sew it on and then go down that next side and then go down that next side, and then the one side gets a full strip. You know, it happens. I've done that before because I've been lazy about it, but I typically go from side, then top, then bottom. That's technically how I do my borders. Unless I'm mitering my border corners, then I do not do it that way. All right, so there's this. Must be the weather been tired here too. It could be that because it's cold. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's see. We're going to take an orange and we're going to take a brown. And I'm going to lay it right here and then I'll tip the camera so that you guys can see. Will the orange be good first and then the brown, or will the brown be good first and then the orange? So I'm going to lay them both directions. Let's put the brown first now over here and see on this side, and then the orange, and see which one looks good. It's going to be the best of viewer's choice. Let's see. So I'm going to tip the camera so that you guys can see brown first, orange first, and brown first, whatever. All right, here we go. So there's the difference. Orange first really pulls those oranges out. And you guys can see why I do things the way I do things. That orange being the first color pulls them all completely out. The brown being the first color tries to help you pull that brown out, but the orange is a more dominant color in this little quilt top. So I'm waiting for the comments to come in and we'll see. What quilt police say to put the sides on first, but no police here. No quilt police here. This is just personal preference on how I do mine. So what do you guys think? We'll pick this up real quick and hold it higher so that you can see on there. See how that orange really brings out all the orange first? That's pretty much that was my color that I chose to be more dominant. That's why I stair-stepped it throughout the thing. The brown first looks okay, but it doesn't pull the orange like you would want. You know what I mean? So these are choices, like when you guys do your quilts. Think of it that way. What color do you want to pull out of the quilt? Put that first. You know what I mean? So I want to pull the orange. The orange looks the best. Personal opinion. We'll see what you guys say. I'm going to put that back down and put you guys right back up here. Wow, I really am so bright. I love all this lighting now. All this lighting, whew, makes it so much better. I don't even need a new camera. I just need a new internet now because the lighting helps. All right, let's see. I don't think it matters. Do what you want. Okay, orange first. You guys all are on the same page as me. Look at that. Jill, I think doing the longest side first makes it easier because it adds inches to the next length. Yep. Hi, Suburban. Hi, Cheryl. I didn't see you there. Hi, Gwen. Agree with me. All right, so orange first it is. Let's do it. And I'm not even going to sew these together or anything. I'll just sew on and then trim off. Same as I've been doing. All right, we're going to put this back that way. We're going to grab this little feller, and it doesn't really matter because this, I don't know what is the top and what is the bottom yet. I definitely am going to make a nice, where's my ruler? Ruler, where are you? Oh, there it is. Hiding. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, wow, it's like, there we go. We're going to make myself a nice straight edge to start with. All right. And I'm going to add to the long sides first and then go on the short sides. Back stitching. Just nicely sewing along. These little tiny quilts, I know a lot of people say that, you know, you should measure your board, you know, measure your quilt before you add borders so that you can cut your borders to the size that you want. But these little quilts, once they're like a certain size, growing on them and just cutting off where, you know, like I'm doing it now, laying it flat and then cutting it here at the table, should be 100% okay because it's still going to lay flat. onto itself nicely, lining it up on the edge, and use my scissors to cut it. And that's not going to be long enough for the next side. It's a good thing I chose orange first too, because I only had 2 strips of orange and I have 3 of the brown. All right, let's turn it around. We're going to cut off the selvage here. Let's start on this one. Here. Okay, let's put this side on now. And then the 2, we'll press it and put the sides or top and bottom. I don't know which way I'm going to be making this quilt hang, honestly. I kind of want it to hang along-wise. But then I kind of want it to hang picture frame wise. Side to side. I'll make up my mind after it's quilted. All right, folding it onto itself, right at the edge. I'll cut it. I usually do sides first, but wasn't sure if there was a correct way. No, the correct way is your way. Just know that. Fell asleep watching you last night, but I needed my nightly couple hours of sleep. That's fine. All right, so let's press. Oh, that looks so good. So good, so good, so good. So I'm just pressing it back. It's kind of too big for my little pressing mat. Like, seriously. See, you can't even tell all those seams are there unless you're really paying attention. From the green, how I had to piece it together really closely. Oh, it looks so good. I love it. See? Sometimes I make real good choices. So the other mini quilt I made does not have this orange and the brown in it. It might have a couple pieces because they were scattered in the already strings, but it doesn't have it. The color that both of these have combined is all the fabrics itself and the green. The green is what makes both of these quilts go together. All right, now I'm going to put this on this side. Yeah, I put orange first. It wouldn't have fit second. But you'll see I'll hold them both up together when it's complete. Okay. Right here, fold it. I literally have a tiny little scrap left from here. Look at that. Okay, turn it around, add the next one. So very rusticy country. I love it. So the correct way is however you do it. Doing the long sides first helps you with cutting well because it eliminates the need to piece together several lengths. Yes. Another warm mini quilt, Tiffany. So pretty. Yes. I'm loving making mini quilts. Definitely. Like I said in the beginning, when I first started quilting, I never saw myself making table runners and little wall hangings and pot holders or any of that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden I fell in love with minis. All right, let's press again. I'm just gonna fold it onto myself. Oh, so nice. And I could stop here, but the brown just will add extra interest. Having that brown grunge around the outside of this. Perfect. So like I said, I could stop here, you know, but the brown is just gonna add extra interest because both those colors are dominant in this quilt, orange being more so. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these to all the salvages off, and then I'm going to hook them all together. I'm glad I'm using these two because these were wonky. They're wonky strips. They're working, but they were wonky. Very wonky. Must have cut them when I was tired or something. I don't know. All right. All three are going to get hooked together. I knew I saw more little pieces fly over here. So I'm going to cut them all and sew them all and then attach. And just watch out for the seam. There's going to be one seam on one of the sides somewhere. Don't know where it'll land, but it will land somewhere. All right. Come on. Come on. Okay. So we're going to start with one side, then the other, and so on. The same way I've been doing it. Okay, fold it back. Cut it. Hi, Kim. Hi, Francesca. All right, let's add this next one. And I'm still sewing with a scant 1/4 inch because I really don't care at this point. It doesn't need to be. It's just a wall hanging, so it don't matter if it's a full 1/4 inch or not. Okay, press. Got 31 of you here. Wow, that's good for a Wednesday evening or night for you, some of you. It's actually like 8 to 20 here or something like that. Like I said, the iPad is off on the time, so I just like estimated within 9 minutes because it's so messed up. I gotta figure out how to change the time on the iPad. I have no idea how to do that. Okay, turn it to the other side. I still have to go through this whole entire thing and pull out any threads that got in these little tiny seams because there's a bunch of them. I'll do that later though. And this piece is all wonky on the outside. I'll have to trim it nice and straight when this whole thing is finished. All right, now to add the two sides. Hi, Diana. All right, so like I said, one of them is going to have a seam. Yeah, both sides are going to end up with a seam. So let's put this one on this side. The seam is just going to land where it lands. And I might. Yep, I knew it. I was playing bobbin chicken. Notice I'm actually using the signature thread that was dipped in the oil for the bobbin. Just trying to use it up before I try it in the other machine. It still makes the funny noise on top, so that's why I'm not using it as the top thread. And the reason why I have to roll bobbins lately while on live stream is because I have when I was bag making, like all sorts of bags constantly, I have so many bobbins filled with like random colors for the bag making. And I don't want to waste those threads, but I definitely don't want to like have a bunch of different color threads making my quilts. So I just been rolling them as I need them. Okay, down here, lift it up onto itself. Hold it just a little bit more than that. Create a crease, cut, and sew. All right, one more time. And then this little project will be done. Well, the top will. Roll it right there. Perfect. I'm totally wondering how big this is going to be. It's definitely a lot bigger than it was. Okay, before I hold it up, I'm going to press it. The suspense. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot bigger now. The whole entire mat here. So, ooh, it looks so good with the brown. Next. Oh, I love it. It looks amazing. Tiffany, what are you doing for backing? I don't know. I have some like themed fabric I was thinking I could use. I have some themed fabric that would be cute. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to load them on the long arm and quilt. I think I kind of just want to sit here and quilt them. So, all right. Ready to see what I made. I'm going to just pick the camera up and show you guys. So adorable. Look at that. Oh, I love it. All right. Here we go. You can kind of see it already, but we're just going to pick you up and hold you over it. It's like a picture. Like the McDonald's commercial. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. So stinking cute. It reminds me of a picture because the brown is on the outside, so it's like the frame, you know? Like it's hung in a frame. All right. Let's see how big it is. It is, I'm just going to lay it right here on the mat. It is 21 by 30 and a little bit past a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. 30 and 5/8. Look at that thing. It's so cute. Don't you just love when things come together and just look so adorable? I think I'm going to hang it this way. It looks like a frame. It's going to go this way. Yes. It's going to get this way. Ah, so cute. So cute. All right, let's see. Thank you, Jim, for the thumbs up reminder. Your quote is looking good. I get my machine back tomorrow. So excited. Okay, I got the backing question. I'm sorting through fabrics and getting rid of some. June says, awesome, awesome. That's so cute. Hi, Kathleen. I'm just ready to climb into bed. The key repair dude calls. I'm on my way, so I'll be right back listening. I love it. Thank you. So where's the rooster square? Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Surprised you remembered that, Suburban. Love it, love it. Awesome. So cool. That'll be great. Those borders made it look so awesome. All right, let's see if I can't find that rooster. It's in here. I know it is. Scoot over just a little bit. I'm literally going to scan through. It's like a red piece. Like the background reads red with a rooster right in the smack dab center. Once I find it, I could hold it up. Oh, my goodness. There's a rooster wing. I'm literally scanning. This is hard to find. Here he is, right there. Mr. Rooster. Found him. Let's see if you guys can tell that that is right there. Mr. Rooster. Do you see little Mr. Rooster there? All by his lonesome. I wish he was colored in more. It would have looked a lot better, but there's Mr. Rooster. Oh, that's funny. So the quilt will have to hang that way, but this way, because Mr. Rooster, where did he go again? Right here. He's facing up and down that way. So I have to make sure I can remember that. Yep, right here, Mr. Rooster. Now I'll remember, now that I've pointed it out so many darn times. I think I'm going to lay both of these on the ironing board so that you can see both quilts next to each other. Give me a second and I'll do that. Because these mini quilts are now complete. So give me a second off screen, sort of. Just going to give it one more good press because I've been holding it and moving it. Lots of steam. Laying so super duper flat. All right. Let's grab the other one. Put it next to it. Wow, they're almost the same in height too. And I've had this hanging, so it needs some steam. Or at least a good press, because the steam is not steaming. They're definitely two totally different quilts, guys. Like, yet they're the complete same. Okay, here we go. We're going for a little ride. All right, both my mini quilts. So you can see the differences, yet the similarities. This one reads really, really, really bright. This one reads a little bit duller, except for the blocks, which are really bright. So they're the same, but different. All the same wraps, though. How cool is that, right? Hi, Shuri. I just saw your name. So we'll come close. So that was my first. It's called Country Stars. That one worked out perfect for that one. So you could see my little tiny stars. A lot of them lost their points, as you can see, even with my, you know, trying to be careful with that whole seam, but I did lose a lot of my points, and that's okay. Why? Because it's going to be hanging in my room, so it doesn't matter. And then this one, I don't have a name for it. I don't know what to call it. Kind of looks like it's cascading. But cascade is a weird name. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know what to name it. But it definitely looks like it's in a frame, which is kind of cool. I see a lot of points too, but not very many, as you can see. I'll hold it up again. So like this one, this guy didn't lose much points. But then, I mean, this one has its points, sort of, but the top one lost its points. This one lost a lot of its points for that side. I don't care. Like I said, it's hanging in my room. So it doesn't matter. I like this one. I'm really happy with that. It's like a mosaic tile piece, you know, like something you would see in the center of a floor. I have no idea. And all I have left from those scraps is right here. That's it. Pretty crazy. That's all the scraps that are left. Okay, so let me put you guys back in here, and I actually have a fun little idea real quick to do, because I am right here. Stay right there nicely. We're gonna, if I could remember correctly, I'm thinking in the 800s, but we're gonna look just because. Hi, Bettina. Hold on, I'm gonna read real quick for a second before I start what I was gonna do. Both they make a lovely pair. Yes, both neat. Both are fantastic. Looks like pyramid steps. Looks like a long row of steps. So neat, cascading squares. I like it. Fall. That sounds good too. Looks great. And I was able to use my scraps, like blowing leaves in the fall. Mosaic rooster. That's perfect. You see all different things when you're looking at it. Dime cascade. Yeah. All right. Now here's my idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, I'm taking you guys off the chat for a second so that I can have my calculator. It takes forever to load, but I am not good with math, so we're going to do it like this. All right. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I'm going to ask you, how many squares do you think are in here? How many squares do you think? I'm not counting all this. I'm just counting the squares only. How many squares do you think are in this little tiny quilt? I'll hold it up for another second. Out of curiosity, we're going to see what everybody thinks. All right, I'm going to go back to the chat. It's probably going to take forever to load again. I'm going to stop this guy from talking to me. All right, let's see. Suburban says $395. Kim says $840. Francesca says $1,200. $960. Reading my lips. $900. $600. $1,200. $435. $650. $390. $750. $2,000. $440. $640. $920. $3,000. $927. Ready? There is 960 for my lip reader out there. So, Jill, just because you can read lips, you have won something, and I will send you a special little prize in the mail from my little prize box of junk. It's not junk, obviously. So I can let you choose something out of here. We got fold napkin, how to sew and do a fold napkin. Little Americana Annie, which is a little like piece of wood thing that you paint. We got snap cushions, the pattern to make snap cushions. A pattern to make Art Fabric Studios Chick Chat Kit sewing machine holder. A little baby boy bib pattern. What is this? Peacemakers, Duck for All Reasons. I have no idea what this is. It is a duck pattern, it looks like. We got a slippers pattern. We got a Lone Star jacket. We got a boot. We got fun on the floor pattern. Fields of Flowers pattern. A pattern of curtains. Baby blankets or baby blankets or quilts, baby quilts. And then I have some golden threads elements. They're letters. This one's got the name Isabel, but it actually is for frame quilting. So you could choose something from this little prize bin that I keep for my random prizes, if you would like. Let me know. Da, 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 da. So let me know what you want. I'm missing so many comments. I got to go like totally back up again. Make a few miniatures. Where are we at? Wow, good job. A few more miniatures. You could publish a quilt book on them and the patterns you use. Yes, I could, Carrie. Jill, let me know what you want out of all that. And if you don't want something, you don't have to take it. Just thought I would make it fun. Close your eyes and choose for me. Okay. You're getting the Art Fabric Studios Chick Chat Kit. Okay? So Jill, send me an email with your address, and I'll get that off into tomorrow's mail for you. Look at that. A surprise giveaway for fun. And I didn't tell you guys I was giving things away just because it made it funner that way. Yay. All right. So, look. All the little tiny scraps I have left are just these little fellers that fit in my hand. I really don't want to make anything. I'm just going to throw these in my scrap drawer. And then all these are going to go in my strings. So that's just going to go in my scraps. All this now can go in my strings. That goes in my scraps. That's scraps, and strings. Look at that. So easily sorted. We'll pull out my string bin. Ready? Bye-bye, strings. You guys think it's full enough? It's not full enough. It's kind of heavy, though. I keep it on hand in case, you know, you need a string of some sort. All right. Look at that. So I have managed to complete 2 little tiny quilts in the matter of 6 videos, right? For 2 quilts. Did I do 3 or 4 videos on that star quilt? I don't remember. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Tom. Hi, Patty. Everyone's saying good. Horrible headache, but small quilts look amazing. Thank you. Hopefully your headache goes away. Hope you're better. Feel better soon. Little quilts are cute. Good night, Patty. Get rid of your headache soon. All right. So, I'm totally going to open this drawer and throw all these other scraps into it down there. And I'm going to look, I'll show you guys the country fabric that I'm thinking of for the backs of these. And for those just joining, I'll hold them both up again. But I have, where did it go? Where did it go? Somewhere right here. That's not it. That's not it, although that would look really cute. Where's my country fabric? Oh, there it is, right here. I have this right here. I don't know why, but I like quilts. I've used it on quite a few wall hanging because it's country. I like it. And it matches the colors too. So let me turn you guys. Even though it goes on the back side, you know, and it's going to be directional, I think that will look cool. Yes, I think it will look cool. Especially since it has a rooster, and this little quilt has a rooster. Let's see if I can re-find it again. Oh, where did it go? Did I lose it? Oh, there it is. Turn him around. There's my little rooster. He's face up this way. Yeah, I think I'll use this way, like that. And then, so I'll hold this up so that you can see. I don't even know if I'm in camera. So there's one. Thank you, Michelle, for the thumbs up reminder. Hi, to anyone I may have missed. I thought you didn't like chickens. I don't, but this has cows and pigs and apples and pie and carrots and little bees. So technically, it's okay to have. And I have plenty of it. And then here is my Country Stars quilt. So both are the same exact fabrics, except for the borders are different. And this one does not have any of the orange and brown, and the other one does. I mean, it has a couple pieces. Like, I don't even know where, but only because they ended up in the scraps. So there's that again, and that. And there's so many pieces. Like, if you look at the back sides of these, you're like, what is that disaster? Like, you can see every little piece meets up with every little piece. It's crazy, but they lay flat, which is a positive. And let me refine my chicken again because it goes that way. And this one's the same thing. You can see in the shorter areas, you can't even see the sashing because the quilt's blocks literally meet up next to each other the whole entire way. So it can lay flat. You just have to be very careful when you're pressing all of your seams. So there's both my quilts. And I think they's adorable. This one looks like it's in a frame. I really like that. I really like that. Definitely like it. And I definitely like my backing fabric choice because, you know, it's country. I mean, I have a couple other fabrics that I could use, but I'm thinking I like this best. It's going to be against the wall. Nobody's going to ever see it. And then I'll use like a cream or something, or white. I don't know what I'll use for binding, probably. I don't have any more of those brown or that orange. Maybe like a color that matches both of them. I don't know, whatever. Hi, Gwenny. Hi, well, isn't it neat how so many of us end up on the same videos together a lot? We know each other. I love Tiffany. Yes. Hi, Nita. Alrighty, so that's it on all that. Now I can like literally either do my Clio blocks because I still don't have my client's fabric, or I can make a bag. I'm like looking around my room thinking all the things that I could do. Or I can make another tiny quilt. Or I can put my block swap blocks back together. Or together. I have to trim them before I put them together. Or, boy, so many choices. Like, I don't know. There's so many things I could do around here. I just don't know what. All right. But anyways, that's enough for tonight. I'm glad you guys all hung out, and I don't know. Maybe I'll quilt them. I really don't want to do it on the long arm. I kind of just want to sit here and in here and quilt on this. But I need to use a thinner thread. The reason for that is because they are so, the blocks are so tiny, a thinner thread would be the best. I don't know what to quilt in them, but decisions. I'm just gonna put them aside, and yeah. All right. Yes, yes, we are a family. That we see each other on different channels. Yes. Well, I'm on all those same channels with you guys. I don't always make every single video on everybody's channel because I have my own channel, but you know, and I get busy a lot. And everybody comes on at the same time sometimes, like a lot of the channels I watch that you guys probably don't see me on. But yeah, what size thread would you suggest? Probably a 40 weight or less. Because it's going to be small. Arizona Sunset for next quilt. Like a pixelated Arizona Sunset for the piecing and the quilting. The piecing, it doesn't really matter. I just used this right here between the signature and the Coats and Clark cottons. So I like our giant gathering. All right. Good night, everyone. Big hugs. I like the one you finished. Like, so do it like that, but like a sunset. Or is that what you think it looks like as an Arizona sunset? Anyway, all right. So I don't know what I'm going to name it. I will go through all this chat like later when I recheck the video. And I could use a 60 weight, or I don't even know if I have 60 weight. And I would have to dig through here, my thread drawer. I might see what, hold on. I might, before I get off of here. What is this one? 50. That's 50 weight. It's a Superior Thread Masterpiece. It's very, very small, 50 weight. Piecing or applique, yep. Extra long staple Egyptian grown cotton. So I have this, and it's already like a cream color. Color number 152. So yeah, I could use that. This gray would not work. Ooh, I have this like burnt color, but this is not thin. This is a Coats brand. I mean, it looks like thin thread, but it's not. And I don't know how to tell what weight it is, but it looks thin. But this burnt orange rustic color would look good too. And then I have a red Metler. I don't know how to tell what weight it is. Yeah, I don't know. I have tons of threads. I just have to dig through them. I even have glitter thread. See? Glitter thread. That I will probably never use. But it's here. It's here. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Arizona's Pyramid. That's a good name right there. That is a good name. All right. All right, I got it all. All right, so thank you guys for hanging out and sticking with me through the 3 videos it took to make the, I guess, Arizona's Pyramid. Or Arizona Sunset. I don't know. It kind of looks like both. I have no idea. It looks like something. We'll figure it out. And hanging out while I make my dime quilt. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for another video of I don't know what, because those 2 projects are done. So maybe tomorrow I'll make a bag or work on my Clio blocks or last year's swap blocks. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, orange then brown. All right, so good night, everybody, and thank you for watching. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe, please. Thank you so much. Like my videos, share my videos with your quilty friends, as well as comment on the replay if you were watching it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow sometime. All right. Clio blocks are hard. No, they're not. They're so easy. Well, for me, they are. All right, guys. Bye.